What the hell is going on with Bud Light? They decide to hire a transgender to represent. That is probably one of the dumbest business moves ever made. No bullshit, let's go. Welcome to Devin GTV, and today we're about to look at some stuff pertaining to this Bud Light controversy. So, if you guys do not know what Bud Light is probably one of the manliest alcoholic drinks ever. So they decide to hire a transgender to represent Bud Light, man, or basically give them a sponsorship. Why would you do that? When I think about Bud Light, I think of a beer that you drink when you had a cold, hard working day on the farm. I think about Bud Light as one of those alcoholic drinks that you drinking when you're outside just talking shit with your boys. I don't see Bud Light being a feminine drink.
This one's for all the men out there who work all day, come home, and just want to drink a cold beer. I haven't drank a beer in 5 years. I'll never drink Anheuser-Busch again in my life. So cheers to all the beers out there, but fuck Bud Light.
He say fuck Bud Light, dog. Look, he got a Bud Light can right there, but with cords on the side.
That's good.
And put it in front of the Bud Light can. He said, I haven't had a fucking drink in 5 years. But when I do drink, I am no longer going to drink Bud Light. Fuck Bud Light. Fuck everybody who drinks Bud Light. I'm a Coors man.
All right, so there's a lot of people talking about the new trans spokesperson for Bud Light beer, Dylan Mulvaney. Apparently, to celebrate Dylan's 365th day as a woman, they put Dylan's face on the can.
He said 365th days of a woman. He didn't hit a milestone.
Yeah, you know Dylan, the woman? Yeah.
The woman.
Personally, I think it'd be more appropriate to put David's face on some Pennzoil transmission fluid. What the hell? Hey, Bud Light, my mom's been a woman for 23,725 days. You didn't put her face on a can. Rosa Parks ain't on a can. Mother Teresa ain't on a can. Joan of Arc ain't on a can. Mother Mary ain't on a can. And she gave birth to Jesus. Anyway, if you're one of the people boycotting Bud Light for partnering with Dylan, I'd like to congratulate you on joining the rest of the world who's been boycotting Bud Light ever since we discovered it's literally the most disgusting tasting beer known to man. But seriously, if you're one of the folks who's mad that the official spokesperson for Bud Light is now a trans person, take a look in the mirror. You're drinking light beer. You're halfway there yourself.
He said, my mother has been a woman all her fucking life. Rosa Parks has been a woman. The woman who birthed Jesus has been a woman all her life. But you chose to put a transsexual who's only been a woman for 365 days and celebrate them, huh?
Is getting a lot of heat right now. I don't know if you've heard this. They did a collaboration with a trans activist.
Okay.
Dylan Mulvaney. And I think people were wondering if this was fake or real. It is real. And Bud Light said that it helps authentically connect with audiences. And scroll down.
What audience? Because now half of America is pissed at you. They are losing so much revenue, but you want to connect with the audience? Yeah, okay.
This is the collaboration can.
Is it real?
It is real.
Damn, they put on the can.
I just don't understand. I don't understand that as a marketing tool.
Me neither.
Unless maybe they know something that we don't.
They have been in business for a long time.
You start to think if there's bigger powers out there that are influencing, like they want more confrontative type stuff. You know, I just don't understand the connection. Like, unless you want. I don't know if Bud Light drink. I just don't know if I'm a Bud Light, if I'm a beer, if I want to get something that's making me discuss like a topic that's argumentative.
I agree. When you're drinking beer, you want to talk about, either politics or, fucking business or shooting the shits. I don't think I can see myself drinking a Bud Light can with a transgender on there, man. Like, it's just, I don't know. I would feel it with personally.
Yeah, I'd venture to say most of their clients aren't interested in that.
Right. That's what it's like, it's almost that like thing where it's like, why do you put it, if it's something, just let it be something. Why does it have to be something that you use as a tool for marketing all the time?
I agree.
I think they're just trying to get in the trans market.
You think so?
They pushing it for sure.
How many trans people are there?
How many?
Okay, this is a UCLA study from June 2022.
But I bet you, let's just say, I don't know, there are, let's say 300,000, let's just say 1 million trans people. How many Americans that aren't trans are there, though? You gotta think smart. think strategic.
Nearly 1 in 5 people who identify as transgender are ages 13 to 17.
Kids! Fucking kids! Kids, bro?
1.6 million people ages 13 and up identify as trans. This number is right here.
You know what I don't get about that goddamn number two, man? Is that how the fuck you 13 years old and you consider yourself trans already? Like, you ain't even fucking hit puberty yet. I'm sorry. If you have, you just hit puberty. You have no life experience. How the fuck do you know what you are and what you're not?
What % of humans are trans folks? You know, the 1.6 million people ages 13 and up identify as transgender. And I guess, and that's what does it mean, identify, you know?
Do you think trans people drink Bud Light?
Fuck no.
Oh,
No.
I bet.
You think so?
I bet after you go home and you take off the lashes and then it's like, oh, Ron, what a fucking day over there.
Disrespectful.
Outside of Claire's boutique, you know?
Disrespectful.
What a fucking day over there. Outside of the courthouse. My God. These
I don't think
heels
so.
are killing me, huh? Let me put my Crocs back on and light up a Marlboro Red. I think, I think for sure, dude, after you go home. Look, after every man goes home from work
He talking
and
shit.
takes off whatever the job is.
He says man. He says man. He didn't say transgender. He didn't say woman. He says man, or he's just using it as a reference.
I don't care if the job is lipstick, or whatever, you know, whatever you do, if you do hair extension, whatever. You fucking definitely want a cold one. So maybe they're onto something.
I don't think
maybe
so.
Maybe they're onto something.
I don't know.
I just wonder,
think?
what does nature do? Because I wonder sometimes what is going on, or more people just identifying that they don't know how they feel genetically, or more people saying, I want another wiener or nose.
Gucci?
Vagina.
Go ahead, say Gucci.
What are they saying?
Yeah, they probably just want to lose the given one and get a different one.
Damn.
So right now they being funny, y'all. I feel like being a female today. Or I feel like being a goddamn cat.
What do? They fill the vagina in with what? Wiener?
You know, something along those lines probably, or close to it. I think it's a little bit. I think they're getting better at it each year.
Wow, man, we should have a surgeon on to discuss that. Okay, what else? Yeah, I guess. What do you think? Do you think Bud Light drinkers are gonna?
I wonder if people who used to identify as men drank Bud Light and then transitioned to women and stopped drinking Bud Light because it doesn't fit that vibe, and now Bud Light's like, well, you like it. You know, you can drink. Maybe they're trying to normalize drinking it for
trans people. But it's really you're going for a very small market.
I agree.
1.7 million.
Very, very small market.
Right, but what's the other size of the world?
Well, I guess those are 13 and up. We don't know how many.
Look, I just asked that question, didn't I?
And I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month, I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood,
Oh my goodness.
and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it.
Speechless. No matter what sport. What about football? What about basketball? What about hockey? Because I feel like hockey is a fucking aggressive ass sport. What about rugby? Do you think all these athletes want to drink a can with a transgender on it? I'm just asking questions, y'all.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be
He finna
as
snap.
clear
He look like
and
him.
concise as possible.
What did that say?
Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch.
Whoo-wee.
Have a terrific day.
Whoo-wee. Goddamn.
I work for an affiliate company. I am a merchandiser.
Bud Light.
I've never seen such little sales in this past few days. Thanks, Anheuser-Busch. I may not be able to feed my family coming up here soon.
See?
These people make me want to pull my hair out. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw the Black Conservative Perspective do a video on this, and so I just had to. I had to do a video on this. I wasn't going to even talk about the VP of Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch, not the VP, but the sales. I think she's VP of sales or something like that in marketing. I wasn't going to even talk about her. I wasn't going to bring her up.
I want to know what she think. I want to know.
She said something that was very interesting.
I want to know.
It was annoying, but it was also interesting at the trajectory that our country is going in. It's bizarre to me. The trajectory that our country is going in is apparent with Anheuser-Busch and this lady right here. This lady right here is a nut.
Since you're a nut.
She's going to say the quiet thing out loud. But I'm going to tell you what, because this woman right here, she's saying what the left feels, and we either going to start stepping up and stomping on their paychecks, or they are literally going to treat us like this moving forward in any endeavor. Roll the clip.
Tickles me watching these men pour their Bud Lights down the sink.
Bud Light, all Bud products.
Hard-working men.
Drive over them with their trucks or pew-pewing.
Hard-working men. American
assault rifles. Pew-pew-pew-pew-pew-pew. Think that Anheuser-Busch, with all the research that they do and the millions of dollars that they sink into marketing, didn't calculate and account for you to have a temper tantrum and drop off as customers?
She sounds stupid.
What they were doing. They know that Gen Z, as they get older and older, are starting to age into drinking age. They know that Gen Z is far more enlightened and accepting and woke, as you call it. Embrace the LGBTQ plus community. So sacrificing you, no brainer.
Sacrificing. She says sacrificing these same people who has been supporting Bud Light for God knows how long. Bud Light would not be Bud Light if it wasn't for people like us. Again, I guess it's about money, huh?
So Anheuser-Busch and companies like Anheuser-Busch, really, they're just playing the long game by aligning their views with their future customers' views.
Now, I want to have a conversation about this. Then I'll play the VP's statement. Is she wrong, though?
No.
Is she wrong, though?
I ain't gonna lie. No.
Now, she's annoying as a mother.
No,
but
she ain't.
She wrong, though?
I'd say it. She right.
Is Anheuser-Busch in the lab with these millennials that are completely stupid
as fuck,
marketing
stupid as hell
to the woke kids, because they know that y'all gonna time out in a minute,
going doubt,
either dead or y'all gonna move on to a new drink. But they got the young stupid ones, that they know that they want to be the influx
and
of their customer
they easily
base.
Influenced. Young
So
kids easily influenced.
About you,
Yep.
they want to get to the. This is why this is a bigger picture than just Anheuser-Busch. They're manipulating the next generation to think like them. They're manipulating them. That's why they have Drag Queen Story Hour. That's why everything is LGBTQ. They're forcing the young, soft minds of the next generation to be dumb and woke.
What the fuck is woke? That's my question. What is woke? Because I feel like woke has so many definitions now. People label woke what they want to label woke. And again, he right. Fragile, weak minds.
And they know that's where they're going. They know that that's the direction that they're headed in. The school system is already telling us half of the people in school are stupid. They don't know nothing. Wow. They can't think. They're not critical thinkers. They can't do anything. You can roll a dice and see how many people are probably going to make it out of college with common sense. The rest of them are dumb. They go to college to die mentally. And they know it. And therefore, that's why they're willing to do that. Because Dylan Mulvaney got millions of subscribers, and he's going to make a big deal about it. And I said this a long time ago. Everybody's going to talk about Bud Light. And the woke amongst us is going to celebrate them. And the conservatives, they're already ready to get rid of y'all. Let me play what the VP said, because I don't know who this lady is. This lady may be actually working for him. I have no idea. I saw this on the Black Conservative Perspectives, his YouTube channel. Y'all need to go follow him. I'll put his link in the description section. Let me go to the video where the VP is talking, because I think this was pretty telling as well. Because it gives you some insight into how these people think, and you can just look at them and tell who they are as a person. She look woke.
She look woke.
Zoom call looking like she just got out of bed.
She do look woke.
Ain't got.
I mean, even look at the background with the rainbow in the back. I mean, they could be from her kids. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but she do look woke. She look like she about to say some stupid shit.
Probably ain't trying to put herself together at all. I can argue right now she got a granola bar sitting over there and her fingernails are half chipped off. That's what kind of woman these women are. Ain't care about, and I bet she don't shave on her arms or nothing. I can almost guarantee.
Woman, I had a really clear job to do. when I took over Bud Light. And it
I'm the first woman. You already know she's stupid.
Was this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time. And if we do
it's
not
going down even more.
Young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. And what I brought to that was a belief in, okay, what does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone. It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different and appeals to women and to men. And representation is at sort of the heart of evolution.
Question, what do y'all think women feel about this? I mean, obviously she's a woman, but I'm going to just say she don't even count. What do you think the women fighting for women's rights, how do you think they feel about this?
People who reflect you in the work. And we had this hangover. I mean, Bud Light had been kind of a brand of fratty, kind of out of touch humor. And it was really important that we had another approach.
Essentially what she's saying is that they tired of you patriotic people, you know, the country music singers. And when I was in college, everybody knocking back Bud Light at every party I was at because it was cheap and it'd get you drunk if you drink about 6, 7 of them. But now it's the woke non-binaries and blue-haired devils that are coming out and getting drunk, I guess, on the weekend and doing nefarious things. I will say this.
Drinking,
I think they
smoking.
miscalculated their base. I really do believe so. They're trying to push this as the new wave of wokeism and progressivism. And this is why people like myself and others are very critical about progressivism in America. Progressivism is regressive. It's not progressive. And conservatism is conserving, but if you want to be progressive, you have to actually be progressive. That means you have to progress past what we've conserved that's more beneficial than what we've conserved, right? I think that progressivism would say that, okay, law enforcement was done this way, there's a better way to do it. Defunding the police is stupid.
I agree.
But if you want to fund the police to give them better training and adequate skill sets,
I agree.
And therefore you can entice people to become police officers
Yep.
and give them a higher qualification for it, pay them more money. That's progressive.
Give the police more money and you give them more funding, they would better serve the community.
If you want to go through and say, okay, homosexuality and stuff don't have to be a mental illness, but how about we do research and study and try to help people overcome it? That's progressivism. You know, you got books and literature and things that you teach your kids. You don't introduce pornography into the school.
Yeah.
You teach them, I would argue, you would teach them to evade that because that leads them to sexual promiscuity.
He right.
Unwanted childbirth.
100%.
And then you have a whole bunch of ignorant kids having kids and then kids raising kids and then the next
And it's
generation
all
is
fucked
stupid.
up. And it's
That's
all messed
progressive.
Up. Like now.
Having somebody like Donald Trump in office, in my opinion, somebody that's bucking the system, somebody that's saying, y'all just, doing a lot, not getting a lot done. It's time to go on past the politicians and get real Americans in the office to run the country. That's progressivism. Progressivism isn't getting an old man, and the oldest man you can find in politics. You put that fool in office, and he's stumbling around everywhere, falling up the stairs. How do you fall upstairs? Okay. All right. I got to get on the radio for 3 hours, but I thought I'd give my 2 cents. I think Anheuser-Busch made a huge mistake, but I want y'all to know this is what they think about y'all.
The lady there?
They are getting rid of you and going to the woke dummies that don't know what an Allen Ranch is. Dummy that can't
change a goddamn
unplug
tire.
the toilet. They don't even know what a plunger is.
Yep.
These kids don't have critical thinking skills. Then they teach them Common Core math, which is the stupidest math I've ever heard in my life. School system will run your kid's life. And then they're incapable of being productive in the future. Okay.
Yeah. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Bud Light's strategy for putting a transgender on the can was a smart business move? Let me say this. I'm here nor there. I don't care about your preference. You are able to do whatever you want to do with your sexuality and think how you want to think. But when it comes time to influencing younger people who are easily influenced, that's what I have an issue with.